What is separation mediation?
Separation mediation is a constructive and collaborative approach for couples looking to separate without going through the traditional court process. This method involves a neutral third-party mediator who assists in negotiating and reaching mutually agreeable terms on issues such as asset division, child custody, and support arrangements.
Understanding separation mediation.
Separation mediation is a process in which a mediator, an impartial third party, assists a couple in negotiating and reaching an agreement on various aspects of their separation. The mediator does not make decisions for the couple but helps them communicate more effectively and find common ground on issues such as asset division, child custody, and spousal support.
Difference between separation and divorce.
While both separation and divorce involve the cessation of a marital relationship, they are distinct legal processes. Separation mediation results in a separation agreement, which outlines the terms of the couple's separation but does not legally end the marriage. Couples may choose separation for various reasons, such as religious beliefs, financial considerations, or a trial period before deciding on divorce. In contrast, divorce is a legal termination of the marriage, finalized through a court order.
Benefits of choosing mediation over litigation. Reduced conflict and stress. Mediation fosters a cooperative environment, helping to minimize animosity and emotional strain compared to adversarial litigation. Cost-effective. Mediation is generally less expensive than going to court, as it avoids many of the legal fees and costs associated with litigation. Time-efficient. The mediation process is typically faster than litigation, allowing couples to reach an agreement and move forward with their lives more quickly. Control over outcomes. Couples have more control over the decisions and outcomes in mediation, tailoring the agreement to fit their unique needs and circumstances rather than leaving the decisions to a judge. Confidentiality. Mediation sessions are private, and the details of the discussions and agreements remain confidential, unlike court proceedings which are typically public. Flexibility. Mediation sessions can be scheduled at times that are convenient for both parties, providing greater flexibility compared to the rigid schedules of court dates. Improved communication. The mediation process encourages open and constructive communication, which can be beneficial for maintaining a civil relationship, especially when children are involved. The separation mediation process. Initial consultation and assessment.
During this meeting, the mediator explains the mediation process, assesses the couple's situation, and determines whether mediation is appropriate for their case.
Selection of a qualified mediator.
In New York, mediators can be attorneys, mental health professionals, or individuals with specialized training in conflict resolution. It's important to select a mediator who is experienced in family law and familiar with New York's legal requirements for separation agreements.
Mediation sessions. What to expect.
These sessions typically occur over several weeks or months, depending on the complexity of the issues and the couple's availability. During each session, the mediator helps the couple discuss and negotiate various aspects of their separation, such as asset division, child custody, and support arrangements.
Drafting the separation agreement.
The mediator assists in documenting the terms of the agreement in a clear and legally binding format. This document outlines the couple's arrangements for asset division, child custody, spousal support, and any other relevant matters. After drafting, each party should have the agreement reviewed by their respective attorneys to ensure that it meets all legal requirements and protects their interests. Finally, the agreement is signed, notarized, and may be submitted to the court for approval.
Key components of a separation agreement. Division of assets and debts.
In New York, the law requires an equitable distribution of property, which means that assets and debts accumulated during the marriage are divided fairly, though not necessarily equally. The agreement should detail the division of real estate, bank accounts, investments, retirement accounts, and any other significant assets. It should also specify how marital debts, such as credit card balances and loans, will be allocated between the parties.
Child custody and parenting plans.
The agreement should outline whether the parents will share joint custody or if one parent will have sole custody.
It should also include a detailed parenting plan that specifies the schedule for visitation, holidays, vacations, and any other special occasions.
Additionally, the agreement should address decision-making responsibilities regarding the child's education, healthcare, and extracurricular activities.
Spousal support and maintenance.
In New York, maintenance is awarded based on several factors, including the length of the marriage, the standard of living established during the marriage, and the financial needs and resources of each party.
The agreement should specify the amount and duration of spousal support payments. It may also include provisions for the modification or termination of support under certain circumstances, such as the recipient's remarriage or significant changes in financial status. Child support obligations. New York follows a specific formula to calculate child support payments, considering the parents' incomes and the number of children. The agreement should detail the amount of child support to be paid, the payment schedule, and the duration of the support. Preparing for separation mediation. Gathering necessary documents. This includes financial records such as bank statements, tax returns, pay stubs, mortgage statements, and information about any debts. Identifying personal goals and priorities. Consider what is most important to you in terms of asset division, child custody, support arrangements, and any other relevant matters. Knowing your priorities helps you stay focused during negotiations and ensures that you advocate for outcomes that align with your needs and values. Understanding your legal rights. Familiarize yourself with New York's laws regarding separation, including equitable distribution of assets, child custody standards, and support guidelines. Tips for effective communication during mediation.
Stay calm and respectful. Emotions can run high during separation discussions, but it's important to remain calm and respectful to foster a productive environment.
Listen actively. Make an effort to listen to your partner's perspective without interrupting.
Be clear and specific. Clearly articulate your needs and concerns.
Focus on solutions. Aim to find mutually acceptable solutions rather than dwelling on past conflicts.
Seek clarification when needed. If something is unclear, don't hesitate to ask for clarification.
Challenges in separation mediation. Handling high conflict situations.
To manage this, mediators often employ strategies such as separate meetings, caucuses, with each party, setting ground rules for respectful communication, and using conflict resolution techniques to de-escalate tensions.
Dealing with power imbalances. These imbalances may arise from differences in financial resources, knowledge about the law, or negotiation skills. Mediators are trained to recognize and address these imbalances to ensure that both parties have an equal voice in the process. Overcoming impasses.
At times, mediation can reach an impasse where the parties are unable to agree on certain issues.
Overcoming these deadlocks requires creativity and flexibility. Mediators may use techniques such as brainstorming alternative solutions, breaking down complex issues into smaller parts, and encouraging compromise. The goal is to keep the parties engaged in the process and focused on finding a workable solution. Maintaining confidentiality.
Confidentiality is a cornerstone of the mediation process, fostering an environment where parties feel safe to openly discuss their concerns and options. However, maintaining this confidentiality can sometimes be a challenge, especially if sensitive information is involved.
Mediators must emphasize the importance of confidentiality and ensure that all discussions during mediation remain private and protected from disclosure in any subsequent legal proceedings. Getting the experienced legal help of the law office of Ryan L. Besinque. Separation mediation offers a peaceful and efficient alternative to the often contentious and time-consuming litigation process. By fostering open communication and collaboration, mediation allows couples to reach amicable agreements that reflect their unique needs and circumstances. If you're facing a separation and considering mediation, having a skilled legal professional by your side can make all the difference. At the law office of Ryan L. Besinque, our dedicated New York City legal separation lawyers are here to provide the guidance and support you need to ensure your mediation process is smooth and effective. Contact us today at 929-251-4477 to discuss your situation and start on the path to a fair and mutually beneficial separation agreement.